Well, we got the big snowblower in here because the last time, the video that you guys seen me snowblowing in, it wasn't on camera, but this snowblower at the very end decided to not want to spin the auger anymore here. And now we gotta investigate to see why. It'll run for a couple seconds now, and then it'll stop. It'll like seize up the auger wheel, and then it'll just bog the engine down. And so we gotta figure out why it's doing that. So I'm gonna open this center, I guess I don't know exactly what you'd call it, gearbox probably, because it's probably got some gears in there and stuff. And see if there was any oil in there, because we got this from an auction and we don't really know. We never checked to see if there's oil in there like we probably should have. But I did grease the auger and stuff before this snow season, so I thought I was good, but I guess not. We'll look into it then. So we're just gonna open this up and see what we see. I don't think this has been open for a while, by the way that felt. And I think it is bone dry in there. Kinda how I expected it. That's how we figured it would be. Anyways, I guess I'll look how it is on the inside there. It's got a little tiny bit of moisture. I can't really see up in this area, but I can see the gears for this, and I'm gonna guess they look how they're supposed to. They're kind of like they're kind of like that. They go up a little bit, and they're all like that. So I'm gonna guess they don't look like they're cut like that or anything. It looks like they were made like that. Doesn't look like they were. I also don't see any metal shavings in there, which is good. It's always a good sign. That all looks good in there. So I don't know. I guess I can try to show you the inside. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but see in there? Those little, there you can see the one blade. Anyways, I'm not sure if that's it. I don't see anything odd in there. Just messing with the lighting here. So, yeah, I'll look into it more and see what I can figure out if I find anything. But I'll show you if I find anything. So, unfortunately, there's actually liquid in there. And it looks like it might have some metal shavings in it. And so that means we might have to take this side panel off, which would mean we have to take the auger apart over here. So, yeah, that might be a lot of work. But we'll see. First thing I'm going to do is take this cover off here, this plastic cover. It's only like 2 bolts, I think. And see how the stuff looks in here. And hope that maybe something's wrong in there rather than in the gearbox there. So we don't have to tear all that stuff apart. Let's find out here. Okay. Wow. I did not know how that worked. But I just found out. And I definitely found out our problem. And I'm definitely happy that I opened this cover. Well, at least I hope it's our problem. Well, I am very happy at what I found. And glad that I did it this way. And open that cover there. And I guess that's our problem. You can see in here. This must be what drives the blower. Either that or it yeah, that drives the blower and the wheels, I think. The front one's the blower and the back one's the wheels, must be. Oh, sorry, I'm not getting you very good views here. I'm checking it out myself, though. And this belt that turns the blower is loose. Very loose. And it looks very bad, too. It's probably supposed to be something like that, but it's like that. I mean, it's incredibly loose. And this larger, let me see if I can get you guys to see it. This larger wheel down here is loose on the rod that spins. So it's got a couple set screws. And it'd help to tighten those up probably, and lube them up probably. Right, there's one and then two. See them? One's right there and the other one's right there. They're down there. And oh, I see, to gauge it. Oh, that's how you tighten the belt. That's why the belt is so loose. You engage it by that. Then the drive belt one is engaged by something there. It's hard to tell. But once that's engaged, the belt is tighter. I still think it might be loose though. Let me check here. It's still not the tightest. And it looks terrible, the belt does. So it definitely needs replaced. None of this looks the best in here. But I think our big problem is that this flywheel's loose. That's our biggest problem, I think. That big wheel there is loose, and I think that's the problem. And that means we gotta fix it, which is hopefully not too hard. Just a couple Allen screws. Allen, but they look really rusty, and that's the problem. Is going to be getting them to want to cooperate. Okay, I guess bring you back when I've got something going. Okay, I got some coil on it, and this one broke loose. The other one doesn't want to very well. I want to take them out and clean them up. At least okay, so I guess I won't take it out, because knowing me, I'd lose it. So I guess I'll just really clean it up with some brake cleaner, because that always helps, right? Makes everything better. Then I'll get the flywheel on as far as I can. Like that. It's probably supposed to be like that. All the way on instead of like that. I guess it's supposed to be right there. And I'll tighten that up. I'll probably regret doing this, because I'll probably want to move it. Well, it doesn't come forward anymore. Actually, I was going to say I probably want to replace the belt while I'm in here, just because we're in here. But now that I think about it, I think we'll try to make this belt do, because there's supposed to be snow coming soon. I gotta try to break this one loose yet. And it doesn't look like it's gonna want to cooperate as well. I'll get more penetrating oil on it. I'll spray it with the WD-40 penetrating fast action stuff. That doesn't even spray, so never mind. We'll just spray a little more Croil on it and hope that does the job. Sure. I think it turned a little bit. Yep, it's going. Slowly, but surely. I hope this is the complete problem. I'm thinking it is, but we'll test that. We'll hit it with some more brake cleaner. You guys probably can't even hardly see that, but just doing this to clean up the threads a little bit so it goes in better, so I can get it as tight as possible. And hope it never comes loose again, because this isn't something I want to do after every time I snowblow or something. I should probably get some thread locker on it, but maybe I'll do that. That's probably a smart idea. Looks like it's had some thread locker on it before, so I'll get some on it. Well, I ended up taking off the bottom cover here, and I found pretty much nothing but bad news. Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna do much with it because I want this for the snow that's coming, and it's about as bad as it's gonna get, probably. So if we look at this wheel, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. That'll have to be completely replaced, and that's what drives it. Forward and reverse, and the reverse has always been terrible on this, and that might explain partly why. So when you put it and drive, that wheel shifts over. All the way over here is reverse, and all the way over on that side is forward. And so that's not good. Then there's this chain. I think it's a little too loose. We might have to move a link or two. Everything else looks okay for gear wise and stuff. I think we're good on that. That stuff will be fixed, but I think I'm gonna leave it all for now. And the reason I did this was because I dropped that set screw down here and I couldn't find it with a magnet, and so I looked and there was only 4 bolts to take that bottom cover off, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take that off. And I seen that pulley that was all beat up there, and I'm like, well, I definitely want to take it off and see what the rest of it looks like in there. So I did, and it's not my favorite sight, so I'll have to change it a little bit. And yeah, so I'm gonna try to get this set screw in there. Okay, so I got those 2 set screws back in. I put orange Loctite on it, thread locker, orange, and it is high strength removal. Camera doesn't want to focus. Okay, anyways, you guys can read that mostly, I think. And so now I'm gonna get that bottom cover cleaned up a little bit, because I mean, it's even got shrapnel in it from that wheel that is pretty bad. It's even got a metal chunk in it, a good metal chunk. I think that's from that metal wheel, that wheel too. So I'll get that cleaned up. Maybe clean a little bit of stuff in there. I don't know, I'm gonna have this part again to replace that belt and the wheel back there, but for now I'm gonna leave them just so I can hopefully snowblow with it. But I'll bring it back when I think I can run this again. Okay, I'm gonna try running it here and see if it works. I'm not gonna run it for too long, but I'm just gonna see if that auger will spin and not stop. Hopefully it works. We'll see. Okay. Well, it works. I think that was our problem. And I'm gonna need to add a little more engine oil. I think I need to change the skid down here, those skids. They're a little different. This one's all the front all the way up on both sides, and then that one is just a hair, just not quite all the way up, and this one is quite a ways down. So I'll loosen this one up and tap it down and get them about the same and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Grab the nearest thing to a hammer. There we go. That's adjusted to about where the other one is. And I put more oil in it. I'm letting it sit, and I'll check it, make sure it's good. And then I'll put it where it's supposed to be, and instead of in the shop. So, anyways, that was good that it was just a thing I could fix right then and there. We found more problems, but that stuff can be hopefully addressed after winter. It's lasted this long. I'm guessing it was like that for quite a while already, or at least a little while. So, yeah, I'm hoping it can last at least through the next snow. Then, if we have to tear it apart again, I will. I still gotta put that cover on there. I'll do that here off camera. But anyways, like and subscribe if you like this video. And go check out my other videos. Remember that my goal for this year is to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So that would be awesome. I'm thinking about getting some merchandise to put on for the channel, so like t-shirts and stuff like that, hats, whatnot. I'm gonna look into that a little more. But yeah, hope you like this video. Go check out my other ones. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, I lied. I guess it's not fixed. I went to take it back or take it out of here, this shed, and I was using the auger, and then it started to do the same thing. It'd stop and it'd start bogging the engine down. The auger would stop, engine would start to bog down. So I think, and I don't think the belt's slipping. I mean, that shouldn't bog the engine down that much, so. Well, guess we'll take off these 3 bolts on the end here. Or actually, maybe I just had to take the middle bolt out. And then probably undo this bolt right there. That one, maybe. And then hopefully I can get this auger off. I still might have to take those 3 off on the side there, but I think this might be the end of this video. I think this is gonna have to be a 2-parter now. I was hoping I had it fixed, but I didn't, so now is the truthful end. And I think I'll see you guys in the second part of this video. Thanks for watching.